niggas want the money!
I'm done. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
Hey, is that what this is about? That fucking skeezer? You think I give a fuck about her? Fuck that whole bitch. I don't give a fuck about her.
She's a whore. She's a whore. And I love it. But I have no man and no one to be a whore for. So I'm just going to stick to my imagination for now. But for fuck's sake, can you just hurry?
A hoe's final form is a religious woman.
I'm not a good woman, okay? I promise you don't want me. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do 50-50. I'm smarter than you. I won't listen to you. I will stress you out. And I like to spend a lot of money, okay? We ain't compatible.
How you sleeping at night, son? Like a baby.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey, don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
Mr. O with the info.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
It's a very thrilling sight here at the Municipal Auditorium. The house lights dim as the maestro takes his place on the podium.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What up? It's your man, Mr. O with the info. Giving you what you need to know, but you ain't here for me, though. Man. Another edition of Late Night O. You know, I'm the Scarface of these YouTube streets, you know. Everybody can know me. Let's get this started tonight. I'm your host with the most, Mr. O. And we're going to go down to the top tonight. I'm seeing thumbnail. Let me go stop that real quick. Yeah, y'all seen the thumbnail. You know, we're gonna have to do a stream probably this week, probably a little bit, probably even tomorrow. I don't know. See what the day brings. We really got to examine this pro-black to divest. I mean, this divestor to the pro-black pipeline that's going around. It's been a minute since I talked about these trivestors, divestors, swirlers, and everything in between. Of course, I got my water. I got my green tea. And of course, you know, I got the stickies of the icky. That I'm trying to fix right now so I can get into my mode. But how y'all doing tonight? I will try to wake up earlier today. It's already past midnight. I'm gonna try to wake up a little bit more earlier in the morning. You know, with the birds are chirping and the sun is out. I need to get back into this political season. You know, it's a midterm season, and these libtards and even these rhinos are pulling out all the stops. They pulling out all the stops to get y'all nigga asses back onto the plantation. They've been very disappointed in the black people, and especially the ones that vote left. They have been very, very upset with y'all in the last 10 years. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They surely have. They have been very upset, especially to you, black man. They really been upset with you for the past 10 years because now you want to go ahead and get this thing called backbone, a spine. You actually want to open your mouth, voice your words into opinions. Open your mouth, voice your words to your opinions. That's not going with the flow, going against the grain. You don't want to go be part of this democratic machine anymore. And they've been feeling it for the past decade now. They've been trying every corner. They've been trying to use the celebrities, the fame, the fortunes, even trying to use your masculinity, your skin color, your birthright, all against you. And by proxy, the women folk of our group with their own autonomy, with their own independence, they are even more upset at you that you're not trying to continue this thing of ours. The community is like the mafia. And with rules with the mafia is blood in, blood out. As black men, we're supposed to be cannon fodder. We're supposed to be the cannon fodder for this gender war, this war amongst communities. Let me sip my tea real quick. Good tea. Even using tactics, manipulation tactics, all the way down to familiar and gender, or shall I say, relationship warfare. For the longest, especially over here in these shores. I know it's been going on over there in the mother continent, if you want to call it the mother continent, for oh so long, oh so long. To the point that these same women of our group would go ahead and tell you black men that you're not economically attractive enough, don't have enough swag, don't have enough thug in you. They have to go and search elsewhere dick, from a different hue man, to feel like a woman, to get into their soft girl era, to actually feel like they are with their so-called quote unquote counterparts. Right. And in doing so, they don't want you. I mean, they want them for themselves. They want to go ahead and only be exclusive and inclusive to bottom shelf Chad. I mean, bottom shelf Brad and top shelf Chad. You know, it's February 12th, 2026, 12:50 a.m. Central Standard Time. Valentine's week already creeping, and like a dusty nigga trying to slide in the DMs at 11:59 on 13th. You know, I said that last night. If so, pull up, grab a drink, light it up. You already on it. Tonight we roasting the hypocrisy in the black dating game. For real. No savior cap, no caping for these queens, no white knighting, no nothing. We just pointing at the irony and laughing at the L's. Divestors and swirlers out here celebrating when sis gets to bag a white or non-black dude. You know, the bottom shelf Brad upgrades to top shelf Chad. Empowerment emojis everywhere. But let a black man become a passport bro. Let a black man date exclusively non-black women. Let a black man just go either drop out of society or go overseas just for peace and peace alone. It's World War III. Self-hate. You self-hate. You abandon your community. Why you want to go? You abandon the community. You know, they like to talk about red flags and everything. Everything a red flag nowadays. Even if you cough wrong. Tie your shoes up a certain way. All red flags. Every single time. Every single time. Even got black dudes out here caping and fighting for the same thing for the black woman. Ironically, that don't want they black asses. Like the FD signifiers of the world. Like the Sharon, ironically, like Sharon Bracey, FD signifier, dudes that be caping for black women when these women don't even want them at all. Now, ironically, I believe Sharon Bracey, I believe that he's married to a Caucasian one, but salute to him on that. But I find it hypocritical that he does all this. But yeah. So, and when Chad ghosts them, literally either ghost them or ghost them, by deleting them, it's crickets. Or it be crickets and boo-hoos, or blame black men for not stepping up. Meanwhile, sis is posting her Swirl King like a trophy. Come on. So, hold on. Damn, they want to start messing up and everything. So, it's always Jermaine's fault, even when it's not Jermaine's fault. Like so.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
It's always Jermaine's fault. Always. Even when Jermaine's not even involved. Even when Jermaine's not involved, it's always his fault. Valentine's Day in 2 days. These goofy double stands finna leave a whole lot of bitches out here solo and doing Valentine's Day with their single homegirls. Eating overpriced ice cream again. Eating overpriced ice cream and crying to SZA and Mary J. Blige. Hell, throwing some Summer Walk up in that too. Throw some Summer Walk up in that bitch too. Brothers cape it to pass tests. Getting curved anyway. Everybody losing except the ones who said F the games and with passport. SYSBM. SYSBM. Who's roasted more? Who you roasted more? The meltdown divestors or the capping ass brothers? You already know you finna be alone this V-Day. Cash Apps and PayPals jumped the line. Let's get a little toxic real quick. Let's get a little toxic. Defining the terms and the double standard. This is part of our segment. Let's go to the first part. All right. Definitions for the new listeners. And there's no fluff. Divestor, or over here at the old zone, we call them trivestors, because the old adage is you can divest all you want to, but who's going to invest in you? That is the question. That is the question. Divestors are groups of women that don't want to basically partake in any relationship with the men of their group. Divestors, black women saying, I'm out. I'm out on black men. Divesting from the community, often swirl into white / non-black options. hyping it as empowerment and leveling up. Okay. Swirler or swirlers. Same energy. Swirling interracial, posting white dudes like trophies or non-black dudes like trophies, calling it freedom. Okay. These are the terms we defining them. Passport bros. Black bosses grabbing passports. Finding traditional women abroad who respect masculine presence as well as energy. No drama, no traps, no pre-qualifying quizzes on date one, or dating exclusively non-black in the States. The double standard. Black women bags, bottom shelf Brad. You know, your low effort, possible trailer park white dude, or your low level tech web developing bro, and upgrades to top shelf Chad. You know, they so-called high value non-black prize dream that they think they're gonna get. They get celebrations. She leveled up. Escape toxicity. Black man does the same thing. Oh, it's self-hate. That's you hate yourself. That's self-hate. You abandoning black women? That's a big old red flag, man. You a traitor, bro. You's a traitor. When Chad ghosts or deletes her, all men are trash. No, sis. No. You chose the bottom shelf and got curved. Irony colder than a Chicago winter. Yeah. Y'all remember a couple of months ago she found one of these Divestors in the wall in Wisconsin? Y'all remember that? Now let's look at some videos that could go ahead and highlight this malarkey. Hold on. So y'all can see what I'm talking about. Let me bring Exhibit A to the stage.
Before we get to the nitty gritty, I pray this don't become a thing. I do not date men that have been with other races. I don't give a fuck. I do not personally pray this nitty gritty. I pray this don't. Before we get to the nitty gritty, I pray this don't become a thing. I do not date men that have been with other races. I don't give a fuck. I do not personally date men that have dibbled and dabbled in the United Nations. I just prefer Black men that have a high preference for Black women. Are you going to find other women attractive? Absolutely. But where you want to spend your time, invest your wealth, reproduce, spread your offspring, okay? Build a legacy, all right? Did you vote for Kamala? Because that is where I want my person to have invested there.
So, okay. All right. All the buzzwords, all the crazy things that she just said. Hold on, let me rewind that real quick.
Before we get to the nitty gritty, I pray this don't become a thing. I do not date men that have been with other races. I don't give a fuck. I do not personally date men that have dibbled and dabbled in the United Nations. I just prefer Black men that have a high preference for Black women. Are you going to find other women attractive? Absolutely. But where you want to spend your time, invest your wealth, reproduce, spread your offspring, okay, build a legacy, all right? Did you vote for Kamala? Because that is where I want my person to have invested there.
She said,
before we get to the nitty gritty, I pray this don't become a thing.
So these are only the type of Black men that they are interested in. You got basically, again, from last night, you got basically with the pre-qualifying, you got to do the ballot bonding. So she only messed with Black men. And what she said that their penis is not like the United Nations, that they're just not making deals and sticking their business in all these countries and different races of women, right? Very slick. I like that. Then she said her person. This politically correct terminology bullshit that they've been spewing in the media, that's basically even part of our non-lexicon. It's really nauseating at this point. Like, I get it, you do be in a relationship with a person, but yeah, that's kind of an ambiguous term. You want me to go ahead and sit here and just let you call me just a person and not your man, not your boyfriend, not your husband, just a person. A trick is a person. A bodyguard is a person. A Lothario, said, a comforter man, whatever you want to call it, that's a person. Ironically, I want all that in the same nigga. If you can't, make sure you file all three of them guys to make sure they never meet. You really can't make this shit up. You really can't. Oh, what else I got for y'all?
And to explain to y'all why Black women. Okay, so I'm going to do the best I can to explain to y'all why Black women should not date Black men who love non-Black women, white women in general, okay? Because I made my videos and some of y'all are a little slow and y'all didn't look at my previous videos, so I'm going to do a couple videos in a series to break this down for you. So I need you to understand that for the Black community and for Black women, there are different dynamics and different things at play that's not at play for women who are not Black American women, because we have to factor in race and the history of this country and certain dynamics that go on within the Black community that doesn't really happen for other communities because of our skin color and our history here in this country as Black American people. So first thing I want to say is, one of the things that I have noticed before we even get to the other part is that when Black men get with non-Black women or white women, I find it funny that a lot of times they don't.
Welcome, my brother, Captain Rusty Revels. What's good, bro? What's good? Let me go ahead and rinse you up real quick. Salute to you from Raymond's Thoughts and Minds channel. You know what I'm saying? Great channel too, by the way. Let me go ahead and rinse you up real quick. Welcome to the Old Zone. Captain Rusty Rivers has written, men in general done with women. I mean, and probably in relationships, and trying to be with them, long term and everything. But we ain't never gonna get tired of the snatch. We'll never get tired of that. Ironically, though, they are being very, very difficult to deal with. That even the snatch is not worth the squeeze like that anymore. But I get what your sentiments. I get what you're saying. It's very detrimental to one's physical well-being as well as financial assets going forward into 2026 and beyond. I get that. I get that very much, sir. Also, a lot of Chads and Brads that do come on the podcast. I understand y'all plight too. Y'all Becky's and Karen's are not treating y'all right. They went over cuckoo's nest. I get that. And we do have some black women that want to get with some of y'all also. So there's no hate for me over here. Just when y'all do take them off our hands, no gizzy backsies. Y'all dealing with the same women we dealing with. Don't let them fool y'all. And we cool. I mean, we will take the fat, not so fat, but thick in the right places, white women off your hands. Some of us black men are very open-minded. We'll take the liberal women as well, colorful hair and all that shit. We know you don't like that shit, and a lot of them be right in the right places, but I digress. I'm about to go ahead and play this particular black woman, see why she don't want to mess with dudes that want to explore their options, but they can, and nobody say anything. So let me continue.
Get with the white women who have a whole bunch of black homegirls. They don't get with the non-black women who have a whole bunch of black homegirls. Not saying that they haven't got with those types, but what I'm noticing is the particular archetype of white women that they get are the ones who do not have black women as friends. They often get non-black women or white women who are pick-me's, who are male-identified, who like male attention, right? And they like being able to hover over an entire group of class of women that I'm better, because deep down inside, those type of non-black women and white women are pick-me's and they're male-identified. And
or they just cool and be pleasant and be around, and they actually want to get chose. I mean, they actually want to get picked. I mean, men pick, women choose. So I'm just saying. This one kind of really upset. She really mad out here. Like a dissertation, though. Let's keep going.
They love the male attention that they get from black men. So that is the biggest thing. Also, what I've noticed with the archetype of non-black women and white women that black men will deal with, they will get with ones, for some reason, they are racist and they're colorist. And I never understood how that works. And I think the only reason why it works is because the black man is praising their light skin or their white skin or the fact that they're not black.
Yeah, but we got a whole video of a black woman with a white man eating with dog food, eating with the dogs and whatnot. We literally got a content created by King of Queens or something like that. When we got numerous videos of black women content creators who basically praising their mixed children that they got with their non-black men, specifically white dudes. We see that more often than so-called. I mean, do what you do, but
because they're programmed as black men with internalized racism. So that is a very key cornerstone thing there. You're dealing with a black man who has a lot of internalized racism. And when he goes to a non-black woman, he tends to get a non-black woman who is a racist and a colorist. And they are kumbaya-ing, whatever you want to call it. and bonding over the fact that he has internalized racism and he's feeding into whatever she believes is the racist stereotypes, and he's feeding into her being a pick-me. Now I'm also going to explain it like this. What ends up happening is, how many times have men asked a woman, what are you looking for in a man? Because a lot of men will pretend to be somebody that they're not just to get this woman to like them, or just
Well, all men do that to all races of women. I mean, a lot of men got put on the front to even get attention from y'all at all, no matter the race. I mean, a lot of people ain't being their authentic selves out here. We all got a representative, so she can miss me with this bullshit fallacy right here. And again, they I wish I had Mr. Z's video when he had that chick when she's talking about going to the gym with a Brad chat, and saying that when they say that you got to move, when they got to get up at 6 a.m, you better be up at 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying, for that white man, right? Because they ain't gonna allow you to pull the same stuff that we put black men through. She said this. A black girl said this. They're not gonna allow you to go put them through what you allow black men. Fuck that up. They're not gonna allow you to do what you do to black men. Basically, in so many words. So many words. So this one on screen, she got her wires crossed. Sage Green 92. Millennial, nice chest though. She got a nice top ties though. I ain't gonna lie. Sitting up just right. Focus, Mr. O. Focus.
Just to pretend, and then they'll switch up. So what is happening here is when you have a black man, right? And he's still a man. He goes to this non-black woman. He sees that she's racist and he has a lot of internalized racism. So he will sit here and
how he gonna know she racist unless she just come out from day one? Well, you know what? I almost went down that rabbit, almost fell for that trap. You know, I gotta be realistic sometimes. You know, discrete racism, if you want to call it, it does exist. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But even when they get to that point, they is not gonna deal with no black man at all. So she can miss me with that too. Even a covert racist will not mess with a black man. I don't even think a covert racist will even take dick from a black man. So, nah.
Become a personality and become her character, because a lot of men do this, right? And he'll take on more of the racist anti-black ideologies. And if he's dating white girl after white girl after white girl, or non-black girl after non-black girl that fits this pattern, then those are behaviors that's going to program more into his internalized racism. Now, any self-respecting white woman, if she sees any of that nonsense with that trying to praise her for just being white, or praising whiteness, or noticing internalized racism in that black man, or any white woman that has real solidarity with black women and is not a pick-me, is not going to go for a man like that. Is going to avoid a man like that with like the plague. Same thing with any non-black woman. They're going to avoid a man like that with the plague, like the plague. So what ends up?
Is she really? I feel like she had basically just contradicted herself. I just can't figure out what part. I know she contradicted herself. I know this. I'm just a little zooted right now to go ahead, press rewind, and trying to find it. It's an 8-minute clip, and nobody got time for that shit. But yeah. Let me press play.
What's happening is, when that relationship fails, or when he hops from woman to woman to woman, or whatever happens on why that relationship fails, right? He ends up coming back to a black woman, right? I literally seen a video of a black woman saying she could tell by when they had intercourse, right? She could tell when she had intercourse with that man that he had been with nothing but white women or non-black women. It was just something that you can just tell, because there are cultural differences between a racist white woman and a black woman who is race loyal and has a sense of pride and an identity in herself and who believes in keeping it in the family, because a lot of black women would prefer to be with a black man. And before we even think about going over to another race of men, we tend to like to exhaust all of our options with
Right
black men.
right here.
In herself. He had been with nothing but white women or non-black women. It was just something that you can just tell, because there are cultural differences between a racist white woman and a black woman who is race loyal and has a sense of pride and an identity in herself and who believes in keeping it in the family, because a lot of black women would prefer to be with a black man. And before we even think about going over to another race of men, we tend to like to exhaust all of our options with black men.
The lies. The lies. Why you well,
That's why they shouldn't let dumb bitches read psychology books.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Why are you lying? You talking about when we exhaust all our options with yeah. The lies y'all tell. The lies y'all tell.
So when you're somebody who is race loyal, right, and believes on trying
race hold on, man.
Going over to another race of men, we tend to like to exhaust all of our options with black men.
No, y'all don't. Y'all first options first of all is an older white guy that's very generous with his money. That's y'all biggest what's the name when y'all do get a so-called black man. If y'all do get them, y'all like to go and throw in the space that y'all gonna get you an old rich white sugar daddy. Every single last time, every single last gaslight. Same script and everything. I know. All y'all gonna get this mythical rich white sugar daddy that's gonna ride up in his S class or G wagon. Y'all ride off into the sunset. I know. Pasta and lobster dreams. Remember, y'all, pasta and lobster.
So when you're somebody who is race loyal, right, and believes on trying to keep it in the family with the black community, and all of a sudden you find this black man and he's been with nothing but white women, you notice in the shit that he says and his behaviors and his overall mindset and mentality that he picked up a lot of stuff from that racist white woman, because he was marrying her. He was pretending to be somebody.
Wait, what? So you mean tell me that when you get with a Becky or Marisol or a Ling Ling, you basically become a internalized Southern redneck? That's what you're trying to tell me, Keisha? Black women going off. Black men treat us like trash when they date white. Yet these chicks post that white dudes like a Grammy. And when Chad goes, crickets. Or blame black men for not stepping up. Let me continue with this.
He wasn't, and he was still her personality, and he tries to come back to black women, and he's not even compatible anymore with a black woman because he's spent so much time dealing with non-black women who are not just non-black women, but they are anti-black. And the one thing that we black women don't care about is anti-blackness and disrespect. And when I get time, I'm going to make a video addressing people who say, oh, well, that goes same way for Black women who date non-Black men, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. And I'm going to make a video addressing that, because the thing about it is that a lot of times when we Black women deal with
Here she go. You know she was about to go ahead and say some bullshit right behind her. You know it. Watch this.
Black men, not all the time, because I know that there are some Black men. I'm going to make a video addressing that, because the thing about it is that a lot of times when we Black women deal with non-Black men, not all the time, because I know that there are some Black women who are anti-Black, but a lot of us Black women keep our racial identity and our pride, and we're not going to allow a non-white partner to disrespect us or our people.
I literally just said earlier, you literally got a white dude that's got a Black woman eat out of dog bowls with the rest of the damn dogs and shit. You don't see no verbal outrage online, no other Black woman yelling at this other Black woman with this older white guy with a gray beard and all, not saying anything. It took brothers in the manosphere in the machismo space to bring this to light. And when we did, y'all told us to mind our business. I was there. I was chilling in the back, rolling up a blunt, but I was there. I remember. And what was you about to say?
Pocket, and we check it. We don't use it as a foundation for the relationship with our non-Black partner. And you also have to understand the reason why a lot of Black women do not want to date Black men who've only been with white women or non-Black women is because of previous experiences that we have already had with dating these types of men, where we notice there is a difference between dating a Black man who has been with only Black women or mostly Black women and dating a Black man who has strategically only been with white women or non-Black women. There is a huge difference. And a lot of Black women have had extremely bad experiences to where even on TikTok, Black women have talked about how these men act like you should be grateful I'm even talking to you because you're not even my type.
Yeah. But every man wants us, Mr. Every man wants to go ahead and get what's young. Yeah, I know. Every man wants to go ahead and have they turn with y'all, but they don't want to in turn and return be with y'all.
And how they make slick little comments about certain things being ghetto or stupid or just ridiculous shit. And what they don't understand is we're not going to tolerate the racism and the anti-Blackness from anybody, much less another Black man who's being colorist and disrespectful, who picked up a lot of disrespectful anti-Black habits from the non-Black women. And don't get me started on when a Black man has a white baby mama, because there's so much factored into that I have seen discussed, where if he has a white baby mama, there is that ever looming fear of the police getting called, getting involved in the court system.
I know she did not just say that. You go through that with any baby mama, despite the race. Boy, I tell you.
And being roped into that with him and that white baby mama, and with all the stereotypes about the court system and white women, a lot of us black women, we don't want to get involved in that. So,
man, gone. Y'all, right behind Becky, y'all the biggest proprietors in that method of scandalous behavior. Y'all do this even to the good guys that just want to be good men and be good fathers and good boyfriends / baby dads / husbands. Y'all put them through that the most, ironically.
if you have a white baby mama, a lot of black women are like, go get you another white baby mama. And the whole thing is, we black women have done enough work with getting our degrees,
yeah, here we go. Y'all did enough work, sending somebody to classroom, soaking up the Caucasian man education, despite trying to use his English properly. Getting this pigskin with old-fashioned letter writing with the university, your name in the so-called field, which is a liberal arts field, mind you, probably 90% of the time. What? How many hours does it take to become an expert in your field? Is that like 10,000 hours? So you spent 10,000 hours since, I ain't about
a car, getting a house, protecting our finances.
Doing what adults do. I mean, whoop-de-doo, congratulations, you're an adult.
And building up wealth for ourselves and building up our lives, only to be seen as a backup plan by a lot of men who are not even financially on our level or on our capacity. We're not backup plans, and we're not just going to be seen as who you can go to when you're struggling in poverty when we spend all this time working on ourselves. Those days.
Yeah, but now majority of y'all are in the bread line, losing jobs left and right, both in the big corporate government sector, white collar places, even in the service industries that y'all mainly work for, despite having these degrees and doing all this big boss shit. Y'all don't want to so-called mess with men that's even making the same money that you're making, working the same positions that you're working, even probably slightly above. Yeah, but y'all want to do that's in the 0.001%. You feel like that guy's on your level. Right.
Are over because they want to look at us as what you get when you're struggling in poverty. But then when you see this black woman, she's an RN or she works in human services or whatever, and she got her life together, y'all are not just going to have free access to us and our resources and our money. It's just not how it works. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Her looking like this right here, I ain't gonna lie. Now look.
See, I got to get up in there.
I ain't gonna lie, her eyes looking like this with them what's the name, tatas right there looking just right. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, she ain't really the best looking chick, but I can do her face to face. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of talk too damn much, but yeah, we can do something with that. We could definitely do something with that. Let me see something.
Hey, trigger warning, nigga. If you don't like it, get the fuck home. But so I'm talking to my homegirl, right? And we talking about like how black men date white women and shit like that, And she said she feel like black men are weak when they date white women type shit. And I looked at her, I'm like, what the fuck? What you mean by that? And she proceeded to say, what, you can't handle a black woman? You gotta go date a white girl because they more soft? Like, I ain't gonna lie, in my head, she made herself sound dumb. I already off her up. Because what the fuck you mean, handle? Why would a person want to handle somebody, bitch? Let's talk about it. And don't say that, bitch, this is my thinking cap, bitch, and this is my thinking cap. So my thing is, why would a man want to handle somebody? You should already come handle. As a grown lady, already come handle. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to date a white lady, that's his preference. That's his preference. That's what he like. You feel what I'm saying? He probably had dealt with some that, you know what I'm saying? And he just switched the whole flow. But so I proceed to say, so what about when black women date white men? Oh, she probably just tired. Oh, she probably got done wrong. You don't think that's vice versa? Like it can't happen both ways type shit. I was like, and nigga, I choked up. But it was like, shit, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, you can't say a man weak because he date a fucking white lady, but if a a black lady that a white man, she tired. She can't deal no more with black men. This, that. Like, I don't understand it, bro. Can y'all help me understand it? Because she sounds dumb. She sounds dumb as a box of rocks. I'm gonna keep it up. The bitch sounds stupid. You feel what I'm saying? But it's my homegirl. But the bitch don't. I ain't gonna lie. The bitch stupid. I'm just saying dumb ass shit like that. Was so stupid. Like she wasn't even thinking from a logical standpoint. Like she was just saying shit just to say some shit. Hey, trigger warning, nigga. If you don't like it, get the fuck home.
At least we gave y'all trigger warning, though. But when you hit them with logic, that's what you get, you know. He says something very poignant. Bottom shelf Chad or Brad. Bottom shelf Brad, who gets to ghost him, by the way. That low effort white guy who gets to swirl girls, glow up narrative, the swirl queen. But if he leaves, all men are trash. Nah, Miss Swirler, Miss Divestor, you picked the clearance rack. You picked the clearance rack and got mad when it went on sale somewhere else. Then we got Top Shelf Chad. You know Top Shelf Chad. Top Shelf Chad, the high value non-black fantasy they be having. But Passport Bros found real peace abroad. And y'all mad? Isn't that do I smell projection? Do I smell projection coming around here somewhere?
Man, I would never understand black women who shame black men who date outside of their race if they are the same black woman that have slept with a non-black man. I meet women all the time that say, well, I think that black men who date anything outside of a black woman, he must hate himself or bullshit. Next thing you know, I ask her, have you ever had sex with a Asian man? Yes. A white man? Yes. A French man? Yes. A Palestinian man? Yes. Have you only given your body to black men? No. So what the fuck are we talking about, bro? Guys, a lot of them girls just be mad because the white girls look better than them sometimes, and the white girl got better bodies than them, and they're more feminine and more soft, and to be honest, probably better to be had on as a wife too. Who knows?
Oh shit, man! I ain't know. You know what? Even a broken clock can be wrong. Right every now and again. I know that was Daryl Longo, the simp god. You can't make this shit up, but even a broken clock is right every now and again.
The reason why black women are upset when athletes or men that's really rich, the 1%, make it like celebrities and they date white women is because they're not getting picked. They feel left out. They want to be the one chosen. They don't fit into this fantasy. They want to be the one chosen. They don't want the white woman to have the black man. And that's not how it works. Black men are able to date who they want. So if a black man that's rich want to date a white woman and marry her, that's his problem. You're just upset because you're not getting picked, man. And nobody cares. People are free to date whoever they want. Facts.
Let's see what Cooley got to say.
Why do you think black women get upset when they see a black man date and or marry a white woman?
Black women, they speak their mind, and we tell you what we're going to accept and what we're not going to accept from you, period. And a white woman is not going to tell you what you should do, what you should not do, and they're not going to put their foot down, and they're not going to tell you, hey.
And you think that's being supportive. You think that's helping this. Hold on. And she's saying this with full vigor.
Period. Tell you what. Black women, they speak their mind, and we tell you what we're going to accept and what we're not going to accept from you, period. And a white woman is not going to tell you what you should do, what you should not do, and they're not going to put their foot down, and they're not going to tell you, hey, I want you to do this, and I want you to do that. And you're not, and they're not going to speak on that shit, because you know why? Because they're white.
If you just look at the logical entailment of all the things that you said, he chooses the white woman because the black woman is too hard to handle. Seems like he wants something that's easier to handle.
To sum it all
so
up.
Then my question for you is, why would a black man want to handle any woman? Let's just reverse it real quick. Hypothetically, you've been living together with this man, but let's say you're the breadwinner. But when you went home to him, he was combative and nagging and being annoying to you. Would you like that?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't even choose that. So who's at fault for black men not choosing black women? We would have to say that the black women are at fault because they're not changing their behavior and getting on the black man's program, but the white woman is.
But yeah, they think this is they say they don't want none of that drama, but trauma bonding is their only love language. She has gave you every reason not to mess with them. I mean, we still gonna mess with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. We still gonna mess with y'all, but you give us a whole lot of other reason not to, making it real hard and difficult. Just saying.
So let me get this right. Black girls called you ugly? So do you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome?
The caption read, if y'all can't see it, she want to use Dr. Umar's
So let me
when the black nerdy men say they date white girls because black girls don't like them.
Get this right. Black girls called you ugly? So do you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome? The black girls called you ugly. So you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome?
I mean, unfortunately, unbeknownst to her and Dr. Umar, the white girls have spoken.
Peace. But honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. I've been losing.
Take a look. I'm just saying. One more time.
Peace. But honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. I've been losing.
Take a look. Just saying. Just saying.
Not date a black man that dates white women. Am I crazy for saying I will not date a black man that dates white women? And I'm not saying like you can have never dated a white woman. I'm just saying if you continuously date white women more than you date black women, I don't want to date you. And I feel like I've run into this issue my entire life. Like I went to a PWI. I grew up in like a white suburban area. Like I am very familiar with black men that want to date white women. But through my experiences and seeing the patterns that I see from black men that date white women, I just know that that's not for me. Like the characteristics of that type of man is not the man that I see being my partner. And I like try not to stereotype people or like put them in a box, because I truly don't think that all Black men that date white women or like have a preference of white women are this way. I'm just saying I've noticed it enough for it to be an issue with me. And like, I just have noticed that those men tend to be uncomfortable in their Blackness. They tend to be a little bit more insecure. I typically intimidate them, which
They all sound the damn same. They all got these damn fucking granny fucking big ass damn glasses. They all intimidating. They all just
white women are this way. I'm just saying I've noticed it enough for it to be an issue with me. And like, I just have noticed that those men tend to be uncomfortable in their Blackness. They tend to be a little bit more insecure. I typically intimidate them.
Uncomfortable in their Blackness. And what does that even fucking mean? What does that even fucking mean?
That's why they shouldn't let dumb bitches read psychology books.
What am I, your ghetto tour guide, man? What's wrong with you, man? Y'all got all this equipment in here and y'all don't know shit, man.
I don't know, man. We got all this equipment and don't know shit. I know.
Which I don't really understand because I'm like so nice.
So therein lies the issue, is that she don't think that they Black enough, and more importantly, she feels like she's inferior. And so now she's projecting that onto other people as to why it is that she not available for these guys. Because I don't even think that it's more or less about whether or not she's choosing not to date them. I think that they're choosing not to date her, and she's feeling some type of way about it. But let's continue into it.
And I also just noticed that like they don't really respect women, not even just Black women. They specifically disrespect Black women more, but like they don't typically respect women at all. And that's definitely not the kind of person I'm interested in dating.
Is it respect or worship? Yeah, can we just bring the elephant out the room? Is it that we don't respect women as human beings, you know, with this whole equality thing? We bleed like I bleed, but not like you. But I guess y'all guys beat that. Y'all don't think that could bleed for a whole week and won't pass away. That was all for educational purposes and political and satirical humor, YouTube. All right. That was a satirical joke. All right. They might gonna go ahead and give me a damn strike for that. Anyway, treat you like an equal, a human being, all that good stuff. Yet you still want some type of treatment, some special type of privilege. In all sections, intersections, of everything. It whether it be your color, your feature, your texture, your hair. Damn. Well, y'all just hit every. Damn. We just can't get right, can we? We just can't. And what she say again? Hold on.
Typically disrespect Black women more, but
oh yeah, y'all, and then y'all talking about this respect thing, this cordial thing. I think y'all got the word and the ways of doing things about this thing called respect. The thing about respect is earned. What y'all want is just unrelenting worship, praise, just for being. That's kind of creepy though. That really is getting creepy now. Y'all want us to go ahead and just praise and worship y'all and cater to y'all 24. Boy, I tell you.
Like, they don't typically respect women at all. And that's definitely not the kind of person I'm interested in dating. So I want to know from other Black women, is this crazy to say? Like, is this a crazy standard to have? Because I've always been like this. I've always said I refuse to date a Black man that dates white women. But
here you are, trying to sound like one, trying to have your hair like one. Yeah, I even started wearing them damn goofy ass glasses because they started wearing the damn big, dumb, goofy ass glasses. Let's be real. You want to cosplay as Becky and Karen, but when we go out there for the real thing, yeah, y'all when we go out for the real thing.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm amazed at these women that never want to be stereotyped, that says that Black women get the worst end of the stick, but then at the same time, that's what they do subconsciously and consciously. They stereotype other men as though they have a whole lot of choices, because if you was a wife or you was a person that people seen as wifeable, whether it be your personality, your attitude, your disposition, or how you choose to treat other people, then you would be a wife. And you only need to find one great person. So to discriminate a person based off of, or to complain about discrimination based off of whether or not a person is dating other people or is open to dating other people, is insane to me.
I thought y'all didn't see no color. I thought we all supposed to be one group of people and all this stuff. Yeah. The lies.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force. Is this Black man, and we actually want non-Black men's help in these corrections that you speak of?
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for Black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at them.
If they could
not exist. And in case y'all don't know and recognize that little snippet, I'm glad I kind of found it. I'm gonna try to incorporate it into the program. That was a clubhouse of a group of Black women talking to a member of the KKK, racist white supremacist type of guy that actually wanted to interview, ironically, and said them so-called words about us Black men, about you Black men, us. Just letting you know. I got some more. Hold on.
To all my niggas that living it up, he said.
This is even a discussion.
Now I won't get hit with them copyright strikes.
Video about this in 2018. I can't even believe that we're still talking about this idea of colorism in the Black community. I can't even believe that this is even a discussion that I have to make a public service announcement about. And we're just gonna have to get into it. Now, I am prone to make somebody feel uncomfortable and make somebody have a difference of opinion than I do. So if you do feel as if your opinion is different than mine, feel free to leave a comment, but let's all be respectful, as I'm always respectful with
most of the things that I say about anything that I talk about. So anybody who leaves any negative comments directly attacking me, oh, you gonna get it. So today's video is tired. I am sick and tired of y'all brothers dating white girls. Now, I don't necessarily mean it like that. This is just a topic.
Yeah, you mean it straight like that. I mean, speak how you feel. Speak how you feel. Don't hold back either, Cletus.
For the title, but essentially I'm talking about the idea of black men who rather date fairer skinned or white women, and then also here's the catch before y'all get in y'all panties, but have to bash African American girls, dark.
Who be bashing y'all? If anything, we trying to get away from y'all and just warn people about some things that the ones that actually want to do us harm about. Not the so-called good ones with good black men that's living out good relationships. You know, all 5 of y'all. We ain't talking bad about y'all. No. Man. Do I really want to go ahead and proceed? I don't think I want to go ahead and proceed. Oh no. Let me ask y'all a question.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
If so, can y'all do me a favor real quick? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to choose to donate, you can sock it to my pocket at Cash App $MISTRO070. And you can hit my email if you want to go ahead and support the content. Yeah, you know what? We might have to go ahead and shut this one down. I'm gonna bring this one down. I think we heard enough, seen enough. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Might have to make this into a part 2 or something like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Also, don't forget to in my email too. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey. Don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
And also, you already know what kind of production this is. You know, you already know.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
I'm trying to wake up in the morning, you know, hopefully I wake up early in the morning, catch a little bit of Dr. Thunder, and try to go live afterwards after him. Talk about these crazy ass liberals out here, and they want with this voter ID bullshit. It finally passed, but we gonna see all the what's gonna transpire with these liberals' next move. Now that we gonna be checking IDs this midterm and the big elections coming up, so we gonna see y'all in the morning. It's Mr. O with the info, giving y'all what y'all need to know. But you ain't here for me though. Peace. I'm gone.
Mr. O with the info.